Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 2 in the series. Game 2 now taking place on Bright and Dark. Yumiko versus WFZ, and I just gotta say, I am not disappointed in game number 1. Game number 1, if you guys have not watched it, definitely check it out. Just some solid play by both players. And a real turn of events, I got to admit, as we now move into game 2 here on Bright and Dark. I am speeding things up just a little bit just because I am under a bit of a time crunch, as we now once again see a Mountain King first coming in from Yumiko. Bright and Dark, one of those maps that has only 2 spawning locations. But at the same time, strangely enough, you're kind of in the center and there's a lot of creeping to do. You generally see very high level heroes on this map, and the fact that there is runes of rebirth really push you to try and creep out the corners of the map. Now, we do see some spiders down over here. The militia are going to be able to creep this out rather quickly. Potion of healing has been cleared out, as there is a little bit of a steal right there. Mountain King getting denied level 2 perhaps? Oh, I can't tell. No, Mountain King still getting level 2 off of that last creep right there. Troll Shadow Priest, however, out on the field, and we may see a quick abolish magic from the Troll Shadow Priest, which is always very helpful to try and just get a little bit more experience. All right, there's a Death Coil taking down one poor peasant, but we may see a surround. No surround. Then again, if Yumiko had made a 4-unit surround in this game, I would have just tipped my hat to him and said, you know what, we may as well switch to game number 3 already. At that stage, the Mountain King could easily get to level 3, perhaps even pick up the unit down over here if it tried and to militia clear it. All right, I'm waiting for perhaps a Troll Berserker to be trained up, or on the off chance a second Troll Shadow Priest. Are we pulling in militia? We should be. That is a lot of peasants on the lumber line there. Meanwhile, first time looking at the Undead base so far. Already a very fast tech to tier 2. We are at the 3-minute 55-second mark now, if you guys are trying to figure out the timing on this build. And we are already having a graveyard, and it is going to be a second crypt. So is WFZ changing the meta once again, this time going for gargoyles against human? Now, it may not work out nearly as well on this map compared to the previous because of these mercenary camps. In particular, the Forest Troll Berserker is a high level or a high damage piercing unit with superior range to a rifleman, and also has base armor. In pretty much every instant, it is going to be better. And if it also grabs a Thunder Lizard here, those gargoyles are not going to be doing all that much. It's one thing to develop a new strategy and know that it works, but at the same time, you have to know when you cannot use that strategy, as this Thunder Lizard with that 27 to 34 piercing damage, and the Forest Troll Berserker, that's going to make for some very nasty anti-air without much of an investment from the human tech. You can see Town Hall still in play. No blacksmith as of yet, but I can say unless there is actually more than, say, 6 to 8 gargoyles, those gargoyles are just going to be falling short, as the Mountain King is already getting very close to level 2 as well. All right, there is a quick Stormbolt there. The Hellcaller, the Soul Stealer quickly taken out first. Oh, there's still a mana burn to go down on the Mountain King. Rune of Speed in order for a quick getaway. Footmen do have Defend, but they also have Curse as they get taken down. You can see that the Thunder Lizard is absorbing a little bit of damage. There is another slowdown there, as the Rune of Speed and also Rune of Regeneration keeping the units alive. Mountain King should be very close to level 4 after this creep camp. Meanwhile, the Death Knight, I believe, still sitting at level 3 himself, as he also picked up the Greater Voidwalker, his Rune of Rebirth creep camp. All right, teleporting. Where did he teleport to? Teleported to back down over. Is it over here? Yeah, it looks like he teleported to over here, and he's now going to check this creep camp. He's going to see that it is gone. That speed bonus is still available, as the guard towers are already up. 2 guard towers already up. Perhaps more guard towers will need to be added. You're going to be looking at another Doom Guard creep camp getting taken out here if they can get the other Rune of Regeneration. then that is going to keep the Mountain King at level 4, but also keep all of these units at a fairly high amount of hit points. That is going to be key there. There you see it, healing up all the units again. Vile Temptress now going to get taken down. Mountain King picking up a Talisman of Magic and also having a Potion of Divinity. That is a full 25 seconds of invulnerability. That is going to be a great item, as the gargoyles seem at a loss of what to do. They don't have any place to really try and do their harassment. Mountain King is going to be perhaps find these units here in just a second, making their way through. And what is going on here? I believe that's Cripple. Yeah, Cripple onto that Troll Berserker. It is not abolished yet, as the Mountain King now pretty much going to be running straight inside this base, getting slowed down. But, oh, there's one Furbolg. The Rune of Speed actually counteracts the slowdown. Very interesting fact there. It is like the Speed Scroll the Speed Scroll being used in the normal game. Oh, all right, by the Orc. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this. You can see that lightning damage. Greater Voidwalker coming through. Mountain King has not used a Stormbolt or a Thunderclap there. Quickly attacking a couple units around. The Furbolg actually taking a lot more damage, and he needs to use these Furbolgs much more effectively than what we're seeing here. He cannot afford to just give them away like that, especially, and he has to use them now. Otherwise, he'll actually give more experience back because of that Devour magic. Coming back around. All right, here comes the gargoyles again, trying to go after some easy free targets. Going to take down one guard tower there, as the units are now once again running through the fields. Mountain King may be able to do a little bit of something. There is a Stormbolt onto the Greater Voidwalker. All the units are just running for the hills, perhaps trying to head back over to this gate over here in just a moment, and I think that's exactly what's waiting to happen. The Draenei Disciple, the Thunder Lizard, all the units running back here. Mountain King without a Speed Scroll. There is a Death Coil taking down one unit, and now the Mountain King is there. All right, coming back through. The units are here. There come the units again, and they're trying to figure out where they are. Now going to head back off to the north instead. The Waygate does not actually teleport you to another Waygate. Teleport you just far enough away from it. All right. Oh, a little bit of unlucky scenario here. 2 gargoyles getting caught midfield. It looks like the ensnares are going to be coming up once more, and there are gargoyles down over here to try and clear out some creep camps. Death Knight sitting at level 3, still doing a little bit of rounds here. Meanwhile, one footman trying to figure out where the undead army is. So far, supply, we are at 47 over 50 compared to 45 over 54. More guard towers being added, and you can see just a lot of guard towers in place. Blacksmith and an extra barracks being placed down again, so it is going to be riflemen once more. Now, are we going to see that range upgrade? Are we even going to see the weapons upgrade? Yes, the weapons upgrade would actually be extremely helpful, but we haven't seen that just quite yet. Meanwhile, Troll Trapper going to fall here. Mountain King going to get closer and closer to level 5 here, picking up a Ring of Protection +3. That is one very durable, very scary Mountain King with a Potion of Greater Healing, a Potion of Greater Mana, a Potion of Divinity, and a total of 7 armor with the help of a Ring of Protection +3. Now, my big concern right now is whether or not there is enough anti-air coming in from Yumiko. Yumiko does not seem like he has much more anti-air than before, but he is actually in a better place. More guard towers here. He should be getting level 2 masonry upgrade. Not quite sure why he isn't, as that a little bit of extra armor and hit points does go a long way. Tracker now taking a bit of damage. Are we going to see him sell some items? It looks like he sold that Ring of Protection +3. Not really liking that item at all. Taking down the Tracker, getting a Pure Up of Vitality. Wow, up to 1,075 hit points. Going to be up to 1,100 here after the Shaman goes down. And level 2 or level 5 with a level 3 Stormbolt as well. Now, Mountain King. Can he really take down these gargoyles? You see another Draenei Disciple getting caught midfield, giving level 3 to the Lich. That is going to be a problem, as we're now looking at a Town Hall 51 over 66. There is, however, a 2-minute bank up of gold as more guard towers being placed down. All right, let's take a look at this. Mountain King wanting to get some easy targets and gonna be able to find a few. What are we gonna be looking at? All right, Scroll of Town Portal, both sides now running for the hills. There's one scroll in. Are we gonna get a scroll out? Yes, we are. And both sides able to minimize their losses with really nothing. All right, scout towers, tons of towers, no additional masonry upgrades. Now an upgrade to castle. Could not tell under all of these guard towers, but there is an upgrade to castle here. No additional hero as of yet, as we're still looking at the gargoyles doing a great job creeping. And that Lich is now getting closer and closer to level 4. Death Knight is also about halfway to level 5, and that's all going up against a single level 5 Mountain King. This Mountain King is going to have a lot of trouble in just a moment, but it looks like he's going to try and head back over here, get some Storm Bolts down onto the Acolytes, and hurt the economy that way. He knows that his opponent cannot be surpassing him in terms of gold production, as we're looking at 49 over 66. Wow, it's going to be 20 gold a second right now compared to 7 gold a second, almost 3 times the difference. There's a quick Stormbolt. Mountain King going after a couple of these units here. There's the there's a couple of ghouls. Are we going to see another Stormbolt? Yes, there's another Stormbolt there, taking on another unit. Staff of Teleportation to get away. Mountain King taking a lot of damage and able to teleport back at 285 hit points, but no real way to heal besides the Potion of Healing and training up Priest now. Okay, guard towers, magic sentries, keeping track of everything. There's the level 2 masonry upgrade. Level 3 could just be right around the corner. There's that paladin now being added, as the Mountain King using a clarity potion and a healing salve. It's not a healing salve, a scroll of regeneration to try and get more hit points. All right. I still am curious. Will that Mountain King pick up an Orb of Fire? An Orb of Fire would be just so strong against those gargoyles. That splash damage, hitting those gargoyles that generally clump together, that would be a very big deal. Meanwhile, back down over here, the Footman going after the Acolyte here, getting in some superficial damage, as the Footman will probably chase the Acolyte all the way back home before that Acolyte falls. Meanwhile, the destroyers are up in the air, ready to go. Level 2 masonry upgrade is now done. And here you go. Here's that fight. And the damage is already being added up. All right, you can see the flying machines trying to focus down some of those gargoyles. And the gargoyles are getting shot down rather quickly. The flying machines with those flak cannons. And I don't think Yumiko was expecting that at all. All right, a little bit of a turnaround there. The Mountain King could perhaps easily trap some of those units inside. There goes some more units. And I think Yumiko does give the GG. Or excuse me, WFZ gives the GG, as that last fight was really where it all happened. The number of units killed in that last fight really switched, as Yumiko was able to take down a lot of the gargoyles and also train up an army just large enough in time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed Game 2. Please stay tuned for a final Game 3.